Welcome back to Repairing Lawnmowers for Profit. Now, as you can tell here, it's actually the winter months now. It's a horrible day just in between Christmas and New Year. It's actually New Year's Eve today as I'm filming this video, but I thought I'd film a video and just say Happy New Year to all my subscribers and just thank you really for subscribing. But I've not been doing it right. I've been having a rest and spending a lot of time with family and just having a good time over Christmas really. But this has just arrived in the post, this Honda. This is a starter recoil. Real simple repair. I'm just going to put the other one on, but what I thought I'd do is I've never started this because it's had the recoil broken. I thought I'd just put some petrol in it and we'll take it outside in the garden, fire it up just to see if it starts. So there's a mower that I picked up really cheaply and I've shown this one before. We'll take it outside in a minute and just see if these start up. I've also got another one of my freebies, which is something I've shown how to do on the new Masterclass DVD that's available at the website. This is actually a freebie. Also, if you're not sure if this is a good or bad example to repair for profit, all that's explained on the new DVD as well. So I'm going to take this up outside and just see if this starts as well. These two I've never started up before. Obviously I've got this mulcher on, I know it's okay. And I've got this Mountfield, this RV 150 running, but it's I'm just waiting for a new head gasket for that, so it's still leaking some air. So I'm going to take these two outside. Obviously I'll just put this recoil on. We'll just fire these up. Basically, I've had enough of watching World's Strongest Man, Great Escape, so let's do a bit of mower. While I've got this this mower out on this camera here, I just thought I'd film this repair. Normally a very simple thing to do is this, you just basically swap it over and make sure that the pull cord's in the correct place. Now, what's happened with this replacement part is, as you can see here, the plastic holes on this one here, the new part, are actually smaller than the plastic holes on the original part, so that gives me a problem. Now, what you could be tempted to do is remove these little lugs here that you see here, that this actually sits over. You actually push over here. As you can tell here, that's going to be loose from that. That's not ideal, because what will happen if you decide to take this off and push these out, you may get this recoil on, but you will have a problem because this plastic is designed to actually sit in the correct position. If you were to take these out just to get the recoil on, you'll actually sometimes find it makes a really squealing noise when it's running. It's screaming away, and it's just basically the plastic which is catching against the metal as this engine's turning. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm just going to very carefully drill these holes out just to make them a bit bigger, because I do want them to be the correct fit to fit on here, and I don't want all this petrol tank moving about. So I'm just going to drill those out and I'm going to fit this back on. Bit unfortunate there, but that's just the way the parts come. I'm sure on some of the machines it would fit fine. So I'm just going to make those holes slightly bigger and we'll put this back on. As you can see, I've just made these holes slightly bigger. Just took this part off the machine just so I can get the size exactly right. Obviously that's not something I want to do, as it makes this plastic thin around the edge, but that is the better way to do it rather than just take these parts off, because as I've said in the previous video I've just filmed, it will make a noise. You'll be very lucky if it doesn't. And at some point in the future it will move about and you will get a problem. So unfortunately it's made the plastic thin around the edges, but obviously I want this to be a nice tight fit, and I'm just going to push this in here. As you can see, that fits in correctly now, so I can fit this back on this machine here. Now I've got these little parts back in place. As you can see, nothing moves about. This flywheel will turn, it doesn't catch anything. As you can see, I'm just going to put this on. Remember to put your pull cord to the correct side. Keep it facing the correct way on. It's just going to be a little bit fiddly to get down. Just be very, very careful. As you can see, it's a nice tight fit. And everything's exactly where it needs to be. Get this last one down before I tighten it up. I can feel that that's going to pull this mower over okay. So I'll tighten these back up, put this on. We'll take this out of the garden. Now I've had this in the garage a while, and obviously, as I've said, I've never been able to start this. I've had no pull rope on it, but I don't know what state it's in. I don't think there's any petrol in it at all, so I'm just going to put a bit of petrol in it. We'll take it outside, and with any luck at all, it will work, and hopefully the drive will work on it as well. So that'll be a result. What I'm going to do after that is just service it up and do a bit of cosmetic work on this paint here, as you can see around this area and further back. It's beginning to go, so I'm just going to do a bit of painting up on this one. So I'm going to tighten these up with some with a 10mm spanner. Just going to lock these down. We'll take it outside and hopefully fire it up. So I've just put a bit of petrol in here. I'm just going to turn this petrol line on, which I'll show you in a second. The self-drive cable isn't connected at the top. I'm going to leave that job for another day. But another tip before I start anything up is obviously, as you probably saw in the beginning of the video, kids are outside, so I'll make sure they're out of the way nice and safe. But I also make sure that the blade's on correctly as well. So make sure you got yourself a safe environment. We're going to turn this fuel on. It might start, it might not. I actually have no idea. So I don't know how long this has been sat outside. So I'll turn it on. And the fuel line feels really, really hard. Put this on to choke. This handle's way too high up. Must have been about 8 foot the guy who had this. Let's see what we're going to get. This is no sign of spark whatsoever. So, get this quite a lot. First thing I like to do is just put some petrol in them and just basically give it a go. I thought before I give this another go, I'll just use one little trick I've used a few times before that's worked really, really well. Now, under here, you can see these two bolts on this carburetor at the bottom here. I've just undone this bottom one here. I just drained a bit of fuel through, probably draining the old fuel out, whatever's been left in this bowl here. So I've drained a bit of that out. So I thought just before I filmed the start up I would show you that. Well, I'm going to try and start it again now. I've done this a few times actually, and it has actually worked, because I think it just removes the stale fuel from the bottom of the bowl. So I've also noticed here that this cover, somebody's obviously had this off. This has got a big dent in it, unless somebody's hit something with it. So I'll try and start it up again, and you never know, might have a bit more luck. I'll try and start this again. Just thought it was worth having a go. I'm only missing probably escape to victory or something like that. So let's have a look. Petrol line's on. I've checked this choke's actually opening and closing as well. I've just looked down through the air filter box and made sure that's working. But first sign of life there. That gives me a bit of hope. It's actually made a little sparking sound. Oh well. So not the most successful video ever, but I like to show things as I'm doing them, not just as it's all going smoothly, I'm making sales and doing easy repairs. I like to show the side of things where it don't work, but that actually helps me out quite a lot, because I know this mower does start and run. Obviously it's going to want the carburetor servicing on it as well. Probably just set the valves as well. That's all covered on the Honda DVD as well. So I'll give this lawnmower a service up. It's worth doing that now. I know it will run, so I might just get this little green one out. Let's just give that a quick fire up before we go in and settle back in front of the TV for some New Year's Eve fun. Here's the next one in line. Just throwing a bit of petrol in this. This has got a little primer bulb on the front. Might as well just see if it starts. I'm going to put these away and start tidying them up if I know that they work. So let's give it a try. That's the little primer on the front here. Give that a little go. We'll save the lever up. This could be interesting. Well, that starts. Whether it'll keep running or not is another thing. As you can see there, that one starts and runs okay, which is exactly what I was hoping it would do, of course. So little ones like that you're trying to pick up for free, you're trying to buy these lawnmowers absolutely rock bottom prices, or if you can, the methods that I show in the new masterclass DVD, hopefully you can get a lot of these for free. Even starting on a shoestring budget, you can set this business up and start it even from your garden shed. So little things like that, if you can pick them up for free and just get yourself started, move up to the Honda things and learn the repairs. I can actually show you the in-between tricks that I use to buy these cheaply and to sell them for maximum profit, including all the little tips like putting a video on your eBay listing and all the resources that I regularly use. So please, if you get a chance, take a look at the masterclass DVD at the website. I'll put a link below it, below this video, so you can take a look at that just in case you're interested. But yeah, you know, it's just an hour spent just starting a few lawnmowers up, got a bit of fresh air in. Kids have had a run around, so I'm going to settle in and enjoy my New Year's Eve. I hope you do the same, and get yourself started next year repairing these lawnmowers for profit. Thanks for watching.